Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm News Jester. My name is Junior. Today we're going to be looking at Marvel Legends Ghostrider. This just came in the mail today. I was going to review something else, but hey, this is something I've been expecting and wanted to review, so let's go ahead and take a look. Front of the box, window packaging, looks good. Here's the back of the box. This is the actual toy. It looks really, really good, so I think I'm going to steal that pose, but using this, I'm really excited about that. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what's going on. So here is the Ghost Rider out of the box. This is the Danny Ketch version. This is actually the first Ghost Rider version that I'm familiar with. When it first came out, I have the first issue of this comic book. Looks really, really good. That face is just awesome. There's shadowing, some sort of shadowing going on on the crevices of the skull. Really cool, and the eyes are actually painted underneath there, glowing orbs, so that's really well done. This is even much better than the previous ones that they've done. I think we'll do a comparison later on, but yeah, so this is the first Ghost Rider that I was familiar with, that I was exposed to. I didn't read it all the way too far. I just thought that the design was really cool, and it did make me look at the previous incarnation of Ghost Rider, which after seeing it I wasn't really that impressed, but this is really impressive. This is really what I think of when I think of Ghost Rider, and I haven't read a comic book for a long time. Like I said, I think I only got up to 6 issues of the original of this version of Ghost Rider, so the design is what I'm thinking of. It's basically what I remember of as Ghost Rider. You can see texturing going on the leather jacket to evoke that leather look. The texturing on the pants are different, so there is a separation in that. The pants sculpt is really good too. These spikes aren't really too spiky, so it's not gonna hurt to hold it or to mess around with it. The belt is really good too. We have this one over here. This is really, really good, guys. I know there was a Mezco recently and I didn't get that. I don't get Mezcos anymore. They're just way too expensive for the price, but this is amazing. Now, oh, and the jaw articulates, so that's kind of cool too. So the head can go as high as that, go down like that. As you can see, the vertebrae actually has a flaming effect separate. Can I pop this off and see? Yes, you can. So now we can look at this. So it looks like the actual neck piece is sculpted with the flame, and this part of the bone is just painted on. That kind of makes me afraid, because we know translucent plastic does tend to have an easier breaking point. But yeah, so obviously you can turn like that. The shoulders aren't hampered at all, so it should be able to do the regular Marvel Legends articulation. There is no cut on the thing here. The hands does swivel in and out. The cut is one of these types of cuts for the abs, so there's no rock side to side, and there's a sideways motion on the waist. This one has a drop down joint for the legs, which I didn't see on the Luke Cage Iron Fist review, so that's kind of cool. They did that because one of the things I'm afraid of is when you're sitting him on a motorcycle, you need a lot of movement on these legs, and look at how much it can move, almost 90 degrees. Double bend the knees and up and down on the ankles, and of course the regular pivot. There is a cut in the boots, really good too, so you almost can't tell there's a cut in there when it's twisting to the side. So really good range of articulation in this one. And it comes with these two interchangeable hands, a fisted one and a grabbing one. The hands that come along with it should be good enough for the motorcycle handle. Let me install this really quickly. So the bigger one goes in the back, this one goes to the front. And if you're gonna pull off the flying effect, you need to put this one, I'm assuming it goes like this maybe. Yeah, okay. So let's take a look at this vehicle. This vehicle, like I said, it's just like the figure. This is kind of what I think of when I look for the Ghostrider motorcycle. It's bare plastic, so I think a few washes, a few scuffs, paint scuffs, would have added tremendously to the look of this. I think if you were to customize this would look awesome, just really awesome. But as it is, for the price point, I don't mind. I really don't mind this at all. The tires are actually kind of rubbery, so that's interesting. Rolls pretty well. As you can see, this was the foot peg that I was confused where to put in. This is the emblem that he touches to become Ghostrider. It's got some instrument panels over there. I don't know what the symbol is supposed to be about, but that's the one he touches, the gas cap, to become Ghostrider. And it comes with this whip. I think we've seen this whip before. So that's it for the review of the figure. We'll do a quick comparisons and then we'll put it sideways. So there's the Johnny Blaze motorcycle. Actually, I don't even remember if the Johnny Blaze one, the original one, had this. It might have been for a later rendition of him, because Johnny Blaze did come back during the Danny Ketch run. The wheelbase is longer on this one. But comparable, as you can see, the way it sits. The flame effects on this one is kind of annoying because it keeps on popping off. I'm almost tempted to just go ahead and glue it, but it's good to have that option to remove it. I love when this one came out, but obviously I was pining for this one because this was my Ghostrider. And when they came out with this Ghostrider, I completely have no connection to this whatsoever. I just bought it because it's a Ghostrider, and I think I got it a little bit at a lower price. And obviously I don't know anything about this Ghostrider. The only thing I do know is that supposedly this is the Punisher that became Ghostrider, which kind of fits because the Punisher is a really bad guy when it comes to hunting down criminals. He's just like absolutely ruthless when he's hunting down criminals. I mean, he is a good guy technically, but you know. Again, the size is comparable except for this glowy thing in the front that's making it so much more bigger. This never really works for me. But the design, like I said, I'm definitely far removed in terms of nostalgia or anything about this one. I haven't even read any comic books that pertains to this particular character of Ghostrider. So here are the three Ghostriders side by side. Obviously this is the oldest of all three, so let's just go ahead and move things around so we can see a progression of how Hasbro has changed their looks. I really don't remember how old this figure is. I know it's been a while, but I really did like the way when they did it. What's the name of this guy? I can't remember now. Johnny Blaze. So I mean, that's when I look at it, it looks like Johnny Blaze. Like I said, I never really read a comic book out of his character. This one, the design wise is interesting because it incorporates the Punisher's skull logo, so you can kind of tell it's Frank Castle. I never liked that kind of like bow-legged thing going on with the legs. What I'm pretty sure is to have it sit more properly on the motorcycle chair. But from this point on, it looks really good. Anything, it just breaks it apart for me. And now that you look at it, he kind of like looks like a smaller figure. I'm okay with that because it is technically a different person. So we could say maybe Frank Castle is shorter than Johnny Blaze. I don't know, you know, mythos and everything. But here is Danny Ketch over here. So I'm gonna move this guy. He looks good, but I really don't have any connection with him. It's just these two that I'm trying to, that I'm really connected to. Now you look at it, and we can see now that Danny Ketch's Ghostrider is shorter than Johnny Blaze. Again, I'm fine with that because at least, you know, maybe he is a shorter guy. I don't know, but you can really see the differences in terms of the sculpt versus now. This is much more streamlined. This is much more jarring. The face, even though it's basically a skull face, I didn't realize, I didn't remember this had an articulate jaw as well. This skull is a different sculpt, I think, because it seems like the head is wider. Definitely, I like the paint job on this one because the whiteness of the skull gives it a bleached look, so it's making these washes much more prominent. And this one does have its own beady little red eyes, but I feel this is more successful in pulling that off. So what do you guys think? Sorry, it's a little bit blurry. I don't know why the camera's not picking it up nice, but as you can see, I feel like the eyes, what they did in the paint job on this one is much better. Also, the sculpture of the flames, it's kind of weird. It looks like it's the same flame effect. Look at the swirls. It's basically the same one. It could very well be the same head sculpt that they use in this one. This one just seems so much bigger than this one. I think because the body is smaller on Danny Ketch and this one's more elongated, is what I'm seeing. So that even though they're using the same head, it's basically looking like it's bigger in this figure. Just out of curiosity, we're gonna go ahead and head swap this because I'm almost positive it's gonna be the same one. And now that I look at it, it looks like even the neck pegs are the same, except this one's painted and this one's not painted. Yeah, it just plops on. Wait. Yeah, it just flops on like that. You know, I think it's slightly bigger. I could be wrong, but it just seems like it is. This one sits looser. It's you know what, I think it's the same head, but it just seems so different. It's the same sculpt, I think. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna remain on this camera angle because I wanted to show that he does sit fairly well on the seat. As you can see, he's kind of touching it. I'm just holding him in place right now, so to simulate the effects of gravity once we have it down. I like the fact that it stretches over there. He can hunch down and then have the head look up properly, so he's looking ahead. It's almost touching this one, and I know it is touching on the other side too. The only thing that I would comment on the foot pegs over here, because there isn't any real foot pegs. I know it's supposed to simulate a real motorcycle, so it's supposed to be this bar over here, but still, though, not having the foot pegs, it's gonna be like floating and all that stuff. That's the only minor nitpick that I have. Like I said, also that this is just bare plastic, so the scuffs it's starting to appear now and all that stuff. You might want to repaint this if you want to. Here it is in top view, so really good like that. Definitely this is something that if you want to customize it a little bit more, this thing will pop really well. So, and in case you guys are curious, that's how he looks like. I mean, once you get the box, it's basically pretty much self-explanatory how it's going to look like if you have him freewheeling up. So that's it for my review of the Ghostrider Danny Ketch from Hasbro. This is an excellent value. I don't remember what the price is. I don't really care. I feel like it's a really good value. The addition of these two stands, making that very dynamic pose of it freewheeling, just puts it over the top. I don't know why. I'm comparing this to what Mattel did with Skelter Throne, because it just puts that figure up on a higher level for me, as does this one, mostly because of the flaming effect. It's just a regular toy if you look at it like this, but those two effects, and then having the ability to put this in there and make it go high like that, that was just pure brilliance. Whoever thought of that on the team. Just a really quick side-by about my Luke Cage Iron Fist video. I did comment that since I'm not using the Luke Cage, I was thinking of using one of the heads for the G.I. Joe Roadblock, because it kind of looks like Roadblock to me, but I never did. I should have done it right then and there. I'm gonna put it in this guy because I really don't like the head on this guy. Very soft. I like the head on this one. Looks like a Roadblock to me. But yeah, look at that Luke Cage face, and I said, yeah, that looks like Roadblock to me too. So let's see what's gonna look like, because I do like this screaming head, and I don't like this beard look. So is it gonna fit? The skin tone is slightly different. Wow, it just popped on like that, like not a problem. The problem is that the head is just too big for this body style, and that explains this head being too small. I mean, it still kind of works. It just really looked like a small guy. Unfortunately, I do like the look of this guy. I was planning on using that one for that body, and I'm sure now this head would be perfect looking at this one. Look at that. Like, the skin tone even matches, like maybe a little bit whiter, more paler than the skin tone on the body over here, but like, man, that's a bummer though. It's just a vest that differentiates it from this one. I think I have another Roadblock. This figure, this one was really everywhere. I wish I could remove this vest and put it in one of these bodies to get this look, because this head is just way too big for this body. This body is just way too small for a Roadblock, I think. This is the perfect Roadblock body for me, but you know, what can I say? But I mean, it fits so well, it just plugs in there, guys. So if you ever think about that. That's it for my review of the Ghostrider Danny Ketch figure. Highly recommend getting this. If you're a fan of this particular style of Ghostrider, it's really good. I would even hope that they would revisit the Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider, because now we see that the articulation, the way it's designed, the way it's sculpted, it's really kind of old looking compared to this Danny Ketch. This is my Ghost Rider right now as it is. So thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys soon, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.